Hey guys, today I'm so excited to show you how I do my Mystique makeup. I'm just getting my hair up and out of my face real quick. Now let's get started. First, I start by applying this Mehron water activated face paint. I will add a link to where you can get it in the description. I use a cup of clean water and dip a sponge in it to get it damp. Then I mix it with the paint palette and repeatedly pat it on my face. I apply the blue paint evenly all over my face. Don't worry if the first layer is blotchy. You are able to pile more layers on to make it even. I also apply it down my neck and on my ears. And I go over it with another layer of a darker blue paint. You can see it start to even out. For smaller, hard to reach areas like in my ears, I use a brush to fill them in. After I'm happy with the water-activated paint application, I go over it with a blue cream Mehron makeup. This helps fill in the color even more and make it more vivid. If you want, you can actually just apply the cream makeup, but I like the dimensions of both of them. Now for the eyes, I'm going to apply a dark eyeshadow to my upper eyelids. Then I'm going to use a lighter blue eyeshadow for my lower eyelids and also to blend in the darker eyeshadow. I go back in with the dark eyeshadow to touch it up. Then I use a matte white powder and highlight the center of my face, like under my eyes, around my mouth, and down my nose. Next, I use a black eyeliner and outline my upper eyes. Before I continue with the makeup, I'm going to put on my wig. I put my hair up in 2 wig caps to compress it. Then I put on this wig that I styled myself. And I glue it down. Since I was only using this for a quick tutorial and some photos, I use eyelash glue. But if you want a stronger hold for an event, I recommend using Prozaid. I will add a link to everything in the description. Once the wig is on, I apply the scales. Before I apply them, I'm going to show you first how I made them. I use this sheer blue netting that I got from the fabric store. I just cut a strip of it and clip it over the front of my face. Then I use some chalk and outline the area that I'm going to fill in with scales. I do it on my own face because everybody's proportions are different. I've never seen this method used before, so I was just guessing and hoping it worked. And it did for me, so I'm so excited to share it. Once it's traced out, you can take it off and wipe off the chalk on your face. Then I pin the cutout fabric to a styrofoam head covered in plastic wrap to keep it taut and rounded. And I use this puffy blue t-shirt paint to create the scales. I just looked at reference photos and tried to recreate them. Her scales actually vary from movie to movie, so there's a lot of wiggle room to make them look however you want. Be generous with the paint and make sure the scales are thick so it gives more texture and dimension. This part was actually really fun to do. Also, I'm only showing how I did the forehead, but I used the same method to make the scales for the cheeks and neck as well. When you're happy with how the scales look, make sure you give it a couple days to dry completely, then you can peel it from the plastic wrap and it's ready to apply to your face. The great thing about doing it this way is it saves tons of time getting ready, and also it's reusable when removed carefully. Then I just carefully apply glue to the back of the scales and place it on my face. You might need to touch up the edges with glue once it's on your face. I do the same thing for the rest of the scales. If the scales don't fit perfectly the first time I apply it to my face, I just snip off the excess. Just like with the wig, I'm using eyelash glue because I won't be wearing it for long. But if you want to wear it for more than a couple hours or just want a stronger hold, I recommend using Pros-Aid. When I'm done applying the scales, I use the blue cream makeup and a small brush to blend it in better and create texture on my face. I also apply blue lip gloss to my lips. Now I'm going to put in my contact lenses. These are just plain yellow, opaque, regular size lenses, but you can also use scleras. They look really cool and do the job well too. I'll add a link to where you can get them in the description. I touch up the blue under my eyes in case there's any tears from putting in contacts. Now I'm going to apply black liquid eyeliner to my lower waterline and lash line. I outline my entire eye to make them really pop. Next, I curl my eyelashes and apply a generous amount of black mascara to the top and bottom lashes. Next, I use Pros-Aid to glue the opening of the suit down around my neck. I also do finishing touches like spraying my hair and putting the suit on completely. And that's pretty much it for the makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope you found some of this helpful or entertaining. I will be making a video showing how I made the full costume next. I also have many other cosplay makeup and costume tutorials on my channel for lots of different characters, so feel free to check them out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!